The seer and the object seen are like the rope and the snake. Just as the knowledge of the rope, which is the substrate, will not arise unless the false knowledge of the illusory serpent goes, so the realization of the self, which is the substrate, will not be gained unless the belief that the world is real is removed. Questioner: when will the world, which is the object seen, be removed? Maharshi: when the mind, which is the cause of all cognitions and of all actions, becomes quiescent, the world will disappear. Questioner: what is the nature of the mind? Maharshi: what is called mind is a wondrous power residing in the self. It causes all thoughts to arise. Apart from thoughts, there is no such thing as mind. Therefore, thought is the nature of mind. Apart from thoughts, there is no independent entity called the world. In deep sleep, there are no thoughts, and there is no world. In the states of waking and dream, there are thoughts, and there is a world also. Just as the spider emits the thread of the web out of itself and again withdraws it into itself, likewise the mind projects the world out of itself and again resolves it into itself. When the mind comes out of the self, the world appears. Therefore, when the world appears, that is, to be real, the self does not appear. And when the self appears, the world does not appear. When one persistently inquires into the nature of the mind will end leaving the self. What is referred to as the self is the Atman. The mind always exists only in dependence on something gross. It cannot stay alone. It is the mind that is called the subtle body or the soul, that is, Jiva. Questioner: what is happiness? Maharshi: happiness is the very nature of the self. Happiness and the self are not different. There is no happiness in any object of world. We imagine through our ignorance that we derive happiness from objects. When the mind goes out, it experiences misery. In truth, when its desires are fulfilled, it returns to its own place and enjoys the happiness that is the self.